especially out of Nuclear, does like the AP build. Is all right. Xiao going for the Galio in the mid lane. We've seen this pop up. Its playstyle already this game. Canyon going to take a very early Ocean Drake. Probably the most valuable Ocean Drake you can get is the one you can get closest.
Lee's able to get in there, face checking.
Yeah, remember Beryl just doesn't have his flash available as the Grand Entrance comes forward, and it's just not enough with the Aftershocks. First game score, they were 14-2. It was utter
Here's the return.
Regular season is another kickback here onto Beryl. Aftershock much more valuable this time around as teleports are coming in, and Beryl isn't even dead yet. Closer, gonna have the ultimate coming down on top of it, and Seal is going to visit. Not gonna find too many taunts just yet, but Showmaker obliterates the backline once again. Finds Pilot. Can he find the kill? Not going to.
Canyon's coming in.
Dive forward. The Prey Seeker isn't going to get there as the control ward goes down. He's by himself as he launches his way forward. Dredge line lands under the turret. It's a party in the early game. Very close to 11 minutes. A stopwatch. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. They'll augment that with a Mountain Drake there as well, so both of the Drakes are his. As Showmaker does have the Shroud available, of course. Grand Entrance is going to be utilized here as the turret even got one. Too easy for Royal Youth.
With turret plates being down, the game does kind of break open to the mid game. Probably seeing fights around this bottom turret, and Royal Youth actually looking to force.
Yep, we got a root coming in from Beryl here. Does have the Aftershock now available as Canyon trying to get into this fight. Featherstorm comes down, but Nuclear dodges out of the way of the Blade Caller. There's the heroic entrance, but it was cancelled, I believe, off the back end. Showmaker can't get down there, and Closer sneaks into the back line.
It's a lot of damage.
Executes Beryl. Showmaker is in the Shroud, but he's down so low as Pilot dives on top of him, but can't actually close the distance. A double kill for Closer there as Nuclear desperately trying to get away pings for Darmon on the top side of the map as Nogari's going to try and race Shelly. That ain't going to happen as first turret blood does go over to Royal Youth. But with the fact that there's a Vladimir on the top side, that gold gap is not going to change.
Closer, and we have a teleport, so here's another fight. I love the fact that they're forcing.
Yeah, very deep one there from Seol as well, trying to get in behind Canyon and Nuclear, but now he's trying to get out of the way as Darmon, they've regrouped. Yep, taunt onto a couple of members, but still the Galio in trouble. Has to flash after the Aftershock, but caught with the Dredge line. Beryl even going to survive as Darmon.
You're right, Mountain Drake.
We'll see whether they can get there. Of course, they won't have any ability to get the Galio in there as the Dragon goes down, but can they win the fight? Hemoplague onto a few members as a Tolerant. Better, they're going to be okay, as you certainly do, as Canyon looks for Tolerant, but Tolerant Grand Entrance.
Oh, here comes Kled.
Get out as the
Let's go.
Is coming in. Very early pull as there's the heroic entrance. Not going to get any knockups as the dive forward, but diving off Skull is Armoon, and maybe Darmon have found the fight, but great taunt to get into the backline, and already Nogari has been taken. This could be the go sign for Royal Youth as Beryl just tries to distract. He's going to lose his life, but buys space for the rest of Darmon to slink away.
And how can they take advantage of having these two members dead on Damwon? Because they actually catch Damwon during an aggressive play, but they actually pull Armoot off to the bottom lane. This could have been an opportunity to try and force.
So 45 CDR is going to be very close here for Nogari.
Yeah, this is what Frost was talking about before the day. He'll get to 45% CDR at level 18, but here we go. This is the window they're trying to capitalize on.
Yep, the charge is going to come in as Beryl's going to just knock him out there. I love the use of the Aftershock. They get into this pit, double Mountain Drake, triple Mountain Drake, sorry, is tearing this Baron buff up. Darmon don't want to go for a 50-50 though, as there's the knockup. They go for the engage, but the Grand Entrance is going to be there. The heroic one, I tell a lie, is now Pilot. Finds himself the Featherstorm. No Blade Caller action's going to happen as Showmaker diving around the fight. A double kill so far. One of them goes over to the Vladimir, but now they're looking for Pilot. Armoot's over the wall, but he's not going to be there for too long as the Stalkers are in.
Blow people out in the early game, they still end games quickly. I think that's a key distinction that some people don't.
To be honest, as we've got Armoot, he's backing. The Kled's on the bottom side.
Not gold efficient when you buy it. It really is just the CDR. Like it's one of the cheapest ways you can get 10% CDR, and then eventually it will pay for itself. He almost never gets the gold coins because if you lasted a minute, it doesn't drop a coin. Mana or gold. And if you're alone in a lane, no gold coins can drop, even if you're missing CS. So he's very rarely picking up coins towards delayed his death cap. Technically.
Well, yeah, in theory.
We're all go over to the same team, because usually the game's over by then.
Yeah. Well, here's an engagement. We're looking for Beryl. Aftershock is going to be there, down to about half health as he does get the flash Dredge line in order to get out. Featherstorm's there from Pilot, who flashes over the wall to secure the kill, but now Nuclear diving into the back line. Boom goes the Dynamite, and 2 kills are already there. Meanwhile, Showmaker and Canyon were just executing the Galio as the teleports are in. We're looking for the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're still not going to see the 6th Drake.
Oh, I know, it's frustrating.
Oh,
4
man.
minutes in. Oh, can we delay? Can we delay, guys?
Yeah, I'm glad Royal Youth went for a fight there because they were inevitably going to get bled out as Vladimir builds more and more items. But it looks like, yeah, this is going to be the end of the game. 20-second death timers on both solo lane carries and the triple mountain as Damwon try and push through for the end.
Yep, no charge on Armut as well as the Nexus turrets are now the targets. In goes Tolerant, gets the grand entrance and lands it there onto Nuclear as well, but he's only going to lose half of his health bar, and Showmaker is destroying the back line, which consists of only a Kled. Closer turns up, but that's 1E, and he's down to 2/3 health. The Nexus is the focus. Showmaker goes golden, as at least one of the kills does come in for Royal Youth. The picks that really got people excited back in 2017 when he was playing on that spring roster of Longzhu didn't quite work out for these teams. We didn't get to 6 last time around, but Damwon could have if they weren't too busy killing the Nexus. Very frustrating.
And
I've been told a few times that this particular Drake take, not so good.
So we'll see if this ends up happening, but now this side of the map should belong to HKA. What I don't like is the fact that the Rakan is still running up the jungle right now. Note that the Ezreal with the smaller circle can also teleport back up if they decide to go for the Rift Arrow.
Well, Jeff.
I'm learning all the new buttons. I realized I used the big circle when I should have used the small circle.
No,
we also have the arrow because they should be going in that direction towards the Rift.
Stun comes through from that. Scat of the week from Mission. Love it. Perfect execution top side of the map, but misses the 3 points. And God has to flash. Survives in the end. And look, as long as you land enough buttons, that's the result. So Rocky, really nicely done. Q gets in there and Crash will execute it. Did give a bit of a Cyrillic alphabet lesson yesterday.
Yeah.
I tuned out.
You can check the bot.
Okay, well, I certainly will. That's my homework, because Unified's homework is staying alive. Bottom side.
Dying to a Xayah who doesn't have to burn flash. Not that great, but they're going to try and make a move back.
Featherstone comes in. Blake Hall is fantastic. There's so much burst damage as Flash has to fly out of the way, and Kaiwing going to be there just to charm them all up with the quickness.
Now they wanted Jarvan Galio because they know it's a flashless lead.
Yeah, Lloyd gets in there. Cataclysm. The Cataclysmic entrance is in fact in there as well. As the True Shot Barrage flies through, gets a couple, but not going to keep these turrets alive. As Unified with full health isn't going to be able to save his on the way out to stop Crash from following up. As, okay, walks into a sphere, that's bad. Oh, the extended range so good from a couple of patches ago as Crash now caught out of position. The Unleashed Power, is it going to be there? No, it's not, as Crash is just going to fall. And now G4's got to be there.
They want to confirm 3Z ran all the way down.
All right, play it by the numbers. They'll trade an Infernal Drake for the outer. Beautiful. We just need a little love heart. Can you draw that?
I don't think that's why they made this, but mid-jungle synergy.
Yeah.
That is not hard.
Look, I appreciate the effort. That was beautiful.
Even Galio not falling behind gives them strong initiation. So even though we're harping on the slowness a little bit, I don't think Megan needs to be in a rush for this game. Once they hit IE on Xayah is really the time they can start doing stuff, and I think that'll naturally line up with them being able to go and do Baron.
Yeah, and I think they understand that as well, because they even just gave up an Infernal Drake, thinking that regardless of whether or not we have that, we have a composition that is just going to be able to do more things in the later stages of the game. They're gifted over. The second Ocean Drake seems like they really like these ones, as we're playing with the minimap once again. Where are we going, Jeff?
Well, okay, I meant to do the solid line.
Okay.
They're splitting the map. If you just look at the color of the wards on both sides, if they can get that, that's actually
just
really big.
set the ward right there if you wanted to. But
there's like 6 wards on the screen.
Very low. The fight is in now as the grand entrance going to be answered by the heroic one, and maybe that one's going to be Featherstorm timing is brilliant. Oh, Jewel flashes, gets the recall on the feathers, but in the backline, Mission is going to get taken down. Rocky diving throughout this fight as G4 doesn't find the Winds of War, but does he have HKA where he wants them so far? It's 4 versus 3, but the Mega Nard's in. Stopwatched so stunningly from G4, gets a little bit of a taunt on the Mega Nard, but he's so healthy as he dives on through with the Shuriken backflip and survives the turret shot. Mega with a team that were able to win out in the team play.
Yeah, and I want to see what happens now that he has
Control Ward comes in relatively late.
But it's still going to force the fight.
Yep, half the health bar now on the Baron, but the turn is going to be in depth. Charge comes down, only gets Kaiwing as Lloyd looking for Mission. Cataclysm dives on top. There's the heroic entrance, but I don't know whether it's great when Lloyd is already dead. The taunt is brilliant though. Big Mega Nara as the Feather Storm gonna try and avoid. Kick back there onto Pop, and Duel is gonna go down. HKA getting them one after the other. Pop is going to be the next to go down, and now G4, the last remaining Gargoyle, and Mega. They tried to go for it. They tried to initiate what they wanted, and HKA had the answers just as much into the flash, but they want to kill him, and they will do it. The ace comes through, and
was taken to basically no health, did no damage, and then the Galio ultimate was actually just stopwatched by Mission. Those pesky stopwatches. So once
I don't know how that happened.
He must have got, we may not have seen it, but a multi-kick through, because the kick can end up
this
doing...
tower not going to be long for the world. And as we were talking about, that gold graph is indeed finally HKA get up from the depths.
Yeah, and Mega really showing an inability to take their small leads into advantages.
To find a team fight that they're looking for, but it's misexecution in the last fight that's really putting them behind. And now HKA is splitting the map and denying that attempt.
Absolutely no vision in the jungle whatsoever, so trying to get a flank engage, which is what I think they really need, is difficult. Still 42 seconds on this Baron as well, which is already a very positive power play. HK8 is looking to continue.
Nice double stun.
Oh, there it is.
Very, very low. There's another cataclysmic entrance, but Lloyd going to put it somewhere where we're not going to get any knockups. It's just used defensively. And if that Scat of the Week had have landed, it might have been a dead Jarvan. Still relatively tanky, but it did cost them the inhibitor turret bottom side of the map, and they're just bleeding objectives now. As Mega, they can't play against the maneuverability of Hong Kong Attitude, because they start their combo, they look for it, and then there's arcane shifts, there's safeguards, there's grand entrances, battle dances.
Speaking
of which, we're diving into the backline now. The quickness is brilliant, but the taunt is even better. G4 getting the work done, takes down Mission as the dive into the backline crash, gets one off the end as Pop is going to do exactly that. And the turret is going to join in this fight. Blade Caller doesn't get any joy as back to the fountain for the majority of Mega, and Kaiwing now is going to be tanking up this turret. They'll ignore the backdoor bonus.
They're able to get the kill on him this time, and here again, 6 Drakes, but the more normal ones are going to...
Opening the opportunity.
Might have a flank finally.
Yeah, there's the knockup. Looks for Unify, but doesn't get there, as now it's just Lloyd by himself on the backline. No heroic entrance going to come in there as Lloyd just left on his lonesome, but he's not taken down just yet. 2 kills there for HKA though, and Lloyd was ignored. They just killed everyone else. We've got the instant interrupt on the heroic entrance. Dale now just in the backline trying to survive. He's done it for quite some time, but now Lloyd, no damage. That's the ace, and it's clean for HKA.
Mega fall apart down the stretch, and HKA just kind of wait for Mega to try and engage on them. This is going to be the game. 2 games in a row against Mega. They eat the early game deficit and come back in the late game.
Yeah, it feels like 2 almost identical games with very different team compositions.
Yeah.
But the tail of the tape is basically exactly the same. The Nexus will fall down, and Hong Kong Attitude are going to draw first blood here for Group C. Round him very well, and that's the LeBlanc. So very comfortable for Showmaker in the mid lane. We've seen this from him already. And now
to go for a gank onto Nagari. Robo's a little low and would like to kill these minions, but they're going for it.
Yep. Try and stay in range of the minions, Nagari, as he does manage to get the snare, but the flash forward, the knock-up, and Nagari's going to go down for first blood. The Q's going to register there from Canyon, but doesn't have the gap to close. And Robo Blade surges himself to the safety of the turret. Canyon's the poppies that can be put around the map. As Shrimp's going to dive in from the back as the You and Me is going to be there. Nuclear already has blown the flash, and they just pull him back with the Bone Skewer. Even though there are still our...
Micro.
Yep, they're going to look for the Bone Skewer. Nogari is going to get pulled back as there's the Flawless Duet. Knocked up into the sky. Beautiful chain CC. All
boots before even tier 2 of his support item, which is an incredibly greedy thing to do. But when you get the kills, it pays off, and they're coming in for more.
Yeah, back at it again as they're dive bombing around. Canyon gets the flash eventually, but there's the Vanguard's Edge, and there's BRTT's first kill. The value of the Wit's End, and they're not going to do so well against the Aurelia. I really like the build choice. Not to mention Merc Treads being necessary if you're playing against the Rise, especially with Nogari's ability to...
Since Damwon's vision control is actually much lower than you're used to, and Robo able to soak a good amount of experience.
Be the question, but I think it's such a beautiful... Oh, okay. We're just going to have a fight first.
Might as well just go.
Dives in. No snare to happen as there's the Root Caller, and oh no. Lucy just destroyed the final chapter red to BRTT, who's just running for the hills, and Noguri now has the flash, finds the root prison. Good night, but no, the killer instinct gets him on out. The flash is there as well. Goku's gonna die afterwards as the realm warp. Noguri finds the Q and BRTT falls down. 3 kills instantly on the Damwon side, but Shelly is trying to answer bottom lane.
Rift Herald is going to help keep the gold close, but this means Damwon is right. Just right.
Yep. Just keep your eye on that cooldown.
Oh, 4-man dive maybe.
Button. When's Nuclear going to use it? There's the final chapter, multi-rooted. But is Lucy going to be able to survive? The answer is no, but can they get enough of the kills? Ooh. It is 2 going over to the cat on a book.
And the turret, but that's going to be traded by Damwon. So every time Flamingo makes a move, Damwon is just pesky. It's so hard to actually get the kills. Get some kills on Nukri early.
Lucy just swimming through the river. Nice blade surge there from Robo to get him back towards his turret. Vanguard's edge avoided though. As Noguri comes down, that's a very easy room prison and they want more. Lucy has to dive out of the way. And Damwon are now just picking up whatever they want. They've hit their stride, they've hit their items, and now they're gonna hit this outer turret and get some more global gold in their back pockets.
Wow, because when we talk about skill shots, it's...
Out there, that was barrels.
And also we're going to see more stuff like that where Yumi's actually just running around on Showmaker.
Okay. Yeah, there's the kick. Lucy able to get out of there, but there's another ignite, and Showmaker grabs it with that one.
Yumi to the LeBlanc, that poke just gets boosted, A, from the adaptive stats, but B, because Yumi, you get the idea. It looked like it was damage.
Yeah, it was a big chunk of unnecessary damage, as now he's going to dive in, tries to make that necessary, and he does it. The electrocute... Not me, Jet. I only hear intelligence. As Showmaker can't find the chain, but now that he's paired with the Yumi, it feels like he's been unlocked, and inner turret now is just going to get taken down. Looks like Flamengo, not a lot of options as far as that. And look at the dive forward. Shrimp is going to go golden, but do Flamengo have an answer? The answer's no so far as Showmaker throws his way forward. Canyon gets the kick onto BRTT to answer the ultimate he threw, and now Showmaker dives in again. Another kill onto the bike, who's just out of the death chamber, and then goes straight back in. Noguri secures the one onto Goku, and now Damwon, they could do anything. They've decided that it's Baron time as Robo, oh no, the Realm Warp right on top of an Aurelia.
I too share this frustration. Showmaker is completely taking over, but it's
404. Showmaker not found. He's invisible, just poking forward. Going to be an inner turret, and Flamengo just look like they've ran out of answers. This is the managed to distract this Damwon roster. Safeguard, you and me. Inhibitor turret's dead, base broken, Inhibitor going to follow, and all the while Noguri is on the bottom side of the map. It's one of those games that feels like Damwon uses now. Lucy might be able to find a bone skewer here. Channels, flips back Canyon, but not even going to find the snare. It's not going to be enough as Showmaker dives on in. Oh, little bit of a miscommunication, but a zoning last chapter. The final chapter, sorry, is possibly going to be enough there as everything is crumbling. It's the structures that just cannot withstand.
It's too late, but the teleport's coming.
Yep, it is, as Lucy's already dead. 2 inhibitors are going to die as well as Robo booking it into the back line, but so far everyone's just been destroyed. Pop Blossom comes forward, but it's answered with the Feather Storm, and Nuclear is just so safe. Another Vanguard's Edge flies to Narnia, as Ejim would say, and now Nexus turrets should be the focus. BRTT is just bopped on the skull. He's going to be taken down, and now Noguri's fighting people on their own fountain. Goes golden, does Robo, but he's going to have to watch as his base is in shambles. Once again, Nuclear is going to get taken down, and another Realm Warp to get them to the fountain. Damwon go undefeated in the play-ins group stage.
Damwon Gaming, the only
still up and available. The Camille one that worked so well last time. Why not run it back?
Sure.
And Ender, we got 2 comps that in the past would have been by Rocky. I think just doing his due diligence as he starts to push forward. May have to back off the wave here. Bear Trap on a rope is going to connect. Rocky now pulled back, holding off, waiting. Have to wonder what he's skilled. Level 2 is going to be the hookshot wall dive. Really just taking his time here. The Cocoon goes very wide. I guess trying to predict a flash. They're going to go in. They're going to get the kill anyway. Works out. The ability to stop this with the Flay. The Lantern is there as well. Lucian has the dash. Should be good to set up, and now they're going to try to turn it. They baited them in. Celebrity now has to run for his life. The Lantern pulls him back, but right into Lloyd. Venus now in trouble. The heal comes out. Wind becomes lightning. And Venus heads straight.
He's pathing towards this bottom side of the map, so if the dive takes too long, it could get turned right around.
I love it. I love it. Go. Run it back. Red buff. Good connection onto the recon, but he doesn't take turret out here yet. And that means Lloyd is going to be in trouble. He goes up, comes down. DNK grabs the kill. Perfect.
I really like the defensive pathing, though, from DNK, realizing when dives are possible. Level 6 on Artifact.
Waiting, trying to set up the passive, get a bit more damage. Shuriken flip, gonna take him out. LeBlanc maybe gonna look for the burst. Artifact is forced to flash away. Artifact needs to be careful. The second dash, what is he doing? Why did he go back in? In the end, now goes back up. Rocky comes in. DNK now in trouble. Low key. Bit of a miserable play
Get the
there.
fruit.
DNK running for his life. That's gonna be it. The tack sweep comes out. The shutdown goes in, but that was a catastrophe.
Yeah, I mean, because it starts off, you know, you think Artifact has the jump on him. Honey's just gonna be a bully right there. Go farm, Honey. Honey, you're down 20 CS. You're actually losing here. Please go farm.
He's going in. There's no mana. He wants the remount. He's got the ult. You might not have seen it, but Hani did enter. He now wants to go in, but Xin on the way. He's denied the back. He's remounted.
No.
Run, little Chocobo, run. Oh, it's not going to happen, Hani. He's going to make it out. All right, he's getting away.
But now Honey's going to get in this matchup because...
Whoa. Hold that thought. Deo's dead, so's someone else. Welcome back.
It's a 1-for-1.
Period of slow and controlled before the next period of killing. Lloyd is going to go right in. DNK managed to find the stun. Needs to get out of there, but just barely able to push that. Jumps to the Wolves, flashes away, does manage to make it out. Trades his flash for the Camille ult, but immediately the engage on the bottom side. Celebrity now stepping back in, but he walks right into the snare. That's not what he needed. Featherstorm comes out, traded for the Culling. Celebrity now trying to retreat. Venus gonna start fishing for some kills. It's Thresh versus the world, but he's gonna grab one. I think he might grab a second. This Thresh is on fire. There's the hook, doesn't even need to connect. It's a bear trap on a rope, and Pop goes down. Gold here. Tons of gold in the Camille's back pocket.
Plus 610 there. Can
Very Rocky favored. Now it's on the pressures on the rest of the low key. They are going to break a tower. They're sharing the gold
in their roles, but all of a sudden they were getting challenged in the jungle, getting challenged in the top lane.
Something to say about it. Rocky's just going to walk right out. Pop potentially fishing for an engage, but now you see the mid lane. Daewoo pulls back the threads, but instantly Artifact's going to find the kill. Shuriken flips right back if he wants to come out on top.
Hani in potentially a lot of trouble right here. Getting collapsed on, playing the weak side of the map, needs to get out. Gonna have to use the ultimate to escape here. Good read by him, maybe a little bit late. You see, Mega, when they're playing the map, they don't play 3 lanes. They play 2 lanes because if you
team were coming in.
Yeah, the problem there is definitely the numbers advantage. Hook does land.
Hook connects. Clyde now coming into the backside. G4 in the midst of the team. Venus still alive. A Celebrity instantly dies. Artifact trying to find something, but he gets locked up by the Camille. Yes, he's invisible. When it becomes lightning, not going to connect. Artifact dashing in, but the heal is there. The show. Lloyd taking out Artifact.
At this point in the game, that mid lane outer tower is almost always going to be more valuable than especially something like the Ocean Drake. Stronger 2-item power spike. At the same time, it delays that second item, whereas DNK just went straight for the Zonias, which is going to give him a lot of value.
I gotta pull that thought, because Hani might be in trouble here. Rocky steps forward, uses the ultimate, gets the dismount before he ults. I love it. Hextech ultimate finds that kill, knowing that they have this point of pressure now to play around. Instead, they're not going to run into the mid lane, break the tier 1 tower as G4 starts to fish for kills. And damage, no longer the powerhouse 2-0, at least in the early game that he once was. G4 now running. Cocoon will not connect. Artifact going to be in trouble. Dashes back, goes into the Shroud. DNK fishing for a little bit more, but Lloyd does so much back. Gonna pull away. G4 stepping forward, but now they're gonna look for the collapse. Lloyd is now in trouble. The fight is turning against Mega. Low-key, step in, take out the jungler, but Camille's on the bot side.
When will Rocky commit the TP over towards the Baron? Because G4 is going back to base as well. They only have 2 members around the pit, and while DNK is low, that is not enough players to actually win a fight.
7K, dropping lower. Baron 5K. Pop, of course, has the mark on him. The hook will connect. The TP now coming. He's going straight in the pit. Rocky is absolutely fearless. The Rakan engage goes in, but it's not going to amount to much. Rocky needs to step forward. Steps into Hani. Hani is still going to be alive. Rocky is fade off, but G4 now stepping in. Cannot get anything else done. Celebrity looking for more. The shutdown is there. Daewoo going to grab one. G4 going to be in trouble. He's running away, but it's a wipe for low key. They absolutely smashed the fight. The triple for Celebrity.
A massive team fight win right there for Loki. They didn't need the Baron. All they wanted was the fight with numbers advantage. That is how you convert a single pick onto the enemy jungler into so much more. 3 kills onto the AD carry as well as...
Mission Impossible his way out. Hook shot, wall dive, blast cone. The flay is there. Going to dodge out on the hook with the ultimate. Going to try to blast cone to safety. He will manage to make it out, but Hani's now coming in. Pop going to be the one in trouble. Rocky could be next on the list. The Rakan caught up. Mega tried too hard to force the split, but no, a beautiful fight from the Zion. Now Lloyd is diving right back in. Rocky is still alive, and it's Venus who is in trouble. No one can get a smooth leg up in the fight, but Artifact slays G4 in the 1v1.
Oh,
in the meantime, no! Despite not having a flash here, 3K dropping lower. It's just a spectator to this Baron take. Rocky in the clear, realistically, on either side, unless the Zaya feels comfortable enough to step forward to try to contest some of these creeps. Maybe Rocky can find a flank, but there's the Culling. So we're going to take a tower shot for a bit of that poke damage as Artifact fishes for the Shuriken flip, looking for a way into the backside of a team fight. Now protecting the cannon creep is the name of the game, as no one on this team can actually approach. Feathers do get pulled back by Daewoo. Lethal Tempo procced. Just trying to hold on for now, and you're waiting, honestly. The Cocoon does connect. Good poke damage. The AP on the Elise. Very high.
There we go.
The fight is kicking off. Rocky off to the flank, but he's not doing anything yet. His team might be dead before he even gets into the fight. D-Mount comes in for Hani. Hani now on the retreat, has used the stopwatch. Artifact so incredibly low. His sights are set on this inhibitor. They're just going to try to break this and leave. The fight turns against them, but low-key get what they came for. Now they need to get out before they lose anything else. Rocky steps forward and just dies. Celebrity Ensemble, now they have the potential to turn. The Baron creeps are here. It's really all on Daewoo. Lloyd and Pop just there to protect the AD carry to try to stop this game from ending.
Yeah, Celebrity did go down, but Loki might be able to force the end right now. There's so many minions inside of the base. They have to be able to find a fight, but it's not going to come.
Diving in. Last hope for Mega. They need to make this last desperate stand to hold on to the game. Redemption comes out, a bit more healing. Trying to buy more time for their AD carry, or for the carries to respawn. 37 seconds on Rocky, 31 counting down, 19 on G4.
They need the melee minions because the cannons are outside of tower range. They actually can't walk up and hit the tower.
But so much damage coming in for Artifact. They're just slowly bleeding them out. I don't think there's anything that they can do. Dale needs to find the fight immediately, but he's not doing it. He's not stepping forward, and that's going to be it. Mega, just like that, are going to be knocked out of the tournament. Low-key have secured their way out of groups. This is Rek'Sai, a matchup that I want to watch.
Oh.
And if this pick, Fiora, I mean, exclusively, I think we've
tried to flash kick, but potentially risky there, and Shrimp almost then we see him on more playmakers, and he gets stuff done. The fact that he lost that now is huge.
Big hook, Thresh instantly killed. Arma gets the reset. The healing circle is there. BRTT now caught in the midst of the team. That's going to be massive. Easy fight for Royal. Move right in for the Mountain Drake. Robo going to have to do what he can on the top side. Don't think he can get anything else, though. Seal Intolerance still stepping in. Goku.
Ooh.
Good sidestep on the hook. Level 11 for the Syndra. Can look for something here, but I think just needs to
in the later stages of the game, because especially when you have a champion like the Blitzcrank.
Oh, hook connects. Pulls back. LeBlanc trying to retreat. Seal on the run. Rek'Sai goes under. Comes up. They're fishing for it. LeBlanc goes down, and now Tolerant needs to get out.
Between these two players who have gone for absolutely no defensive stats, it's just...
Oh, the knockback series into the tower! Oh, man!
Up against the wall, and because, of course, Seal had dealt damage to him, he was trying to go for a little bit of poke.
Going to matter a lot in the 1v1 overall as a team. Change in an instant, though. The Ezreal pilot now needs to run. Hook comes out, hits the Thresh. Thresh now going to be in trouble. Doesn't really have any more resistances left. Pop goes the Blitzcrank, and down.
Time for Robo to try and push out the way, but it might just be a fight.
Robo. What can he do here? BRTT is on the way. Arma going to parry what he can. Ezreal comes in. Arma now on the retreat. Has the blast gun to make it out to safety. Takes two members' time. BRTT, is he going to go for it? The flash over the wall. They're chasing the Fiora. The flash for the tack sweep. He's trying to get one back with Robo.
Try to pick themselves up a Mountain Drake, but you have to consider coming to this fight. The spells they've lost.
He's pulling back. Should be able to get out, but no.
It's like two people chasing down Armut in the top laner, so Seal gets more confidence, but he doesn't realize that there could be multiple people. It does not come through, and yes, Royal have the gold lead right now, but he can't make these mistakes!
Going in, closer, the knockup is there. Rek'Sai's gonna be able to chase the ultimate in an instant, but they take down Lucy. Maybe now that they can turn the fight. We sit on the retreat. Rek'Sai still with ultimate up and available.
Right now, these one-for-one trades going to be buying more and more time for him to get to the sides of the map. Right there, just trading with these hook champions. When we get our first big team fight,
Tolerant pulling back, but does threaten, and it means the mid lane tower is going to be in trouble. Tolerant is now in trouble, but the mid lane tower has already gone down. The rest of Flamingo now on the way. Blitzcrank gets deleted to kick the fight off. Big Ezreal connects onto 3. Always just on the edge of the hitbox, but not able to make it work. Lucy now stepping in. Hook shot, wall dive. They grab the Lee Sin. Closer, instantly going to get deleted, and now they continue to set the fight forward. The Camille steps in, but that's not what they needed at all. A one-for-one trade. Side lane just continuously pushing in to none other than Arma. And Goku can step forward, but this is very difficult.
It's a huge pickup for them at the 27-minute mark in the game.
Ramun gonna give me a Spirit Shojin, a Fiora to play against. Flamingo, though, not concerned. They give up the second Mountain Drake, but they grab the mid lane tower.
Then you move into the jungle. Then you put down more pressure. Makes them play on the defense the whole time.
The Blitzcrank, they don't care. They're gonna go on him anyway. Tolerant immediately blown up. BRTT now on the hunt. Closer needs to run for his life.
If they wanted to start up the Baron, they could pull the TP out of Arma. It would have been a big win, but now...
Go down. The hookshot wall dive is gonna get stunned up. The ultimate comes out. Arma's still gonna find the 1v1 in the end. Locked in the Hextech ultimatum for a few more seconds, but he gets it. The solo kill, and now Royal instantly collapses in the mid lane. BRTT will get nothing back. Goku taken down as well.
Possible. Now the TP comes into the bottom lane. They're trying to get an inhibitor and a Baron at the same time.
Massive, massive play coming in. Will it cost them? No. Flamingo are just going to respond to the bottom side. They don't want to give up this inhibitor. They're not going to contest the Baron whatsoever, and that means Royal going to extend their gold lead, going to grab this Baron completely and totally
They can't get anything done.
I'm running.
This is a deep chase.
Through the ulti now coming out. Fiora desperately to try to get that one out. Big stun connects them, but Arma just instantly shut down. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the fight turning in favor of Royal. BRTT gets knocked out.
but that's just a lost trade now. BRTT in the mid lane, there's no reason to be there. Now Royal have access to the inhibitor. The play was good. Flamengo chased for a long time, but they needed players to stay alive mid lane. Now that inhibitor on 50% HP, it's 4v4, and Royal are going to get it.
Maybe they can win the fight, the follow-up fight, but instead the top lane is their focus. They want to hold on to this one. They're willing to give up one inhibitor. They don't want to give up two. Now the hold for Flamengo. Royal in a fantastic position. Robo fishing now for the stun. Steal goes right back in, knowing the hookshot wall dive is off cooldown. They need to block the creep wave. Royal are just walking around the map, picking this off. Without BRTT up and available, they have no way to run down the opposition. Too many mobile champions on the enemy team. They cannot contest this push.
And a wave is being pushed in the top lane too. Flamengo are not able to force the fight. They use their cooldowns to make that pick happen in the bottom lane. They're not committing.
Hookshot wall dive won't work. They're just trying to keep the inhibitor alive. But meanwhile, Fuel on the top side is going to break the tower. Could potentially just be tolerant. The perfect blitz combo, exactly what you want when push came to shove. He was the difference. Stop Robo from going in though on Armut. The entire team is here. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Armut is not the important factor anymore. They need to back out. They need to make sure that their base does not get taken down. It's going to be at least one more inhibitor for the side of Royal for this pick. Is it worth it? Well, now backing off.
This is where I think but he's forcing Flamengo to chase him so far so that his team can get objectives on the other side. It's what we saw with that Baron push when they took 3 members to kill Royal's top laner. We just saw it again, but can Seal get a kill?
Robo has to be careful here. If he gets picked off right as the Baron is only a minute and 30 seconds away, this is going to be disaster. It's going to cost him so much, but now he's trying to turn the play onto Seal. Now he's trying to turn the play onto the LeBlanc. Is it going to be enough? The Lee Sin coming in, trying to stop it. Stopwatch is there. Robo needs to find a way out of this one. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Who's going to grab it in the end? Seal will get the kill.
Goku, they want to find the fight around the Baron, but there's still 2 members from Royal bot lane. They're going to get the inhib.
It's on Robo. They managed to hook the Lee Sin. That's big. That could be the fight to get kicked off. The Ezreal stops to use his ultimate. What will it cost him? The solo laner's in the base. Royal Youth need to make a way out. Cirque crashes forward. That's going to be huge. Can they take out Closer? Can they get anyone? The Rek'Sai goes under, comes right back out, but Closer still alive. Closer, look at the base. Get out, but in the meantime, it does not matter. Robo holding on as best he can. BRTT in the midst of everything. Huge damage coming in. Armut needs to find the kill. Can he actually get it? The Sivir now starting to shred through him. That's the shutdown. It's a chaotic game. It is a back and forth, but both teams will remain in this game. BRTT the side of Royal. No wards in the base. This is going to be one final hold for the side of Flamengo. 3 in time of 38. Very tense match. Not out of the realm of possibility that
rush for the Nexus. They must find the initiation. It'll come from Robo or Shrimp.
Hex Flash from Tolerant. Maybe to catch somebody out. Armut, nope. Forced to use the parry. They're backing off. They're playing slow and steady.
Here goes Tolerant.
Stepping forward, good sidestep, hook goes in, does not connect. BRTT now runs in. Good sidestep once again coming in for BRTT. The Sivir's the only person that matters. Can he win the fight? He can't even get in. In the meantime, they're now trying to pull ahead. Sivir's still in touch, but it does not matter. The Camille on the backside is getting so much work done. Trip goes golden, but it will not be enough. He gets taken out in the end, and now the fight is turning against Flamengo. BRTT is caught out on his lonesome, goes into the GA, and that is going to do it. Royal Youth cut down Flamengo. And they will move on later in the day. An explosive final moment. Goku versus the world, but it will not be enough. When push comes to shove, Royal come out on top, and they will force the tiebreaker for the group. Audience, I thought we might see the Swip swap, but it's not going to happen. It will be the Gangplank in the end. And this is interesting, Ender, because now, once again, we see so much explosive pick potential on one side. You got the Elise, the Camille. That's fair. Analysis. Kind of.
Oh, here we go.
Engage going in. Kaiwing going to find the double mock-up. The Gangplank coming in clutch here. Venus is just going to get taken down. First blood crashes on the way for the follow-up. DNK coming over the wall, trying to mitigate as much as going to be escaping from that one. It's well played. Locks up 2 members.
The Celebrity has no mana.
This is way too aggressive. Here you
go.
Kick out. Might still be able to finish it out though. He has TP behind Smite as well as Conqueror proc. Celebrity's still going to die. The Lee Sin is so powerful, and now the Lux will get dropped too. Now locked up under tower, manages to get that, but here comes Hani trying to clean up a play. Body block is there from Kaiwing. Well,
on the other side of the map, all these players on the side of HK are going to be so thrilled to get that. And even with the Herald, they are the second team to get the tower, so they don't actually get that bonus on top.
And honestly, the idea of the VCS is a prove-it region. Like, you want to make a mechanical outplay, prove that you can do it, and then we'll
He can bite them and do some pretty serious damage.
Definitely can. For now, doing serious damage, though, as it is to miss a laser. Much more acceptable on a Lux support. Oh, now, that's
there we go.
Difference maker. DNK goes up, goes, what are you doing? Goes down, goes out. And that's the catalyst.
See a team make the cross. It was HK right there.
Big damage. Ulti comes out. Celebrity's dead too.
It would at max be a 3v5, but Hong Kong Attitude are so strong right now.
One tower going to go down for the Camille in the meantime. Lux gonna hold on to that vision as long as she can. Maybe a hope, a prayer, a Lux ult. Where's it gonna go? No.
Nice try. Took a little while because DNK, you know, wanted to wait, but Crash got him in the end, and now all around to make it so you can't walk up to the tower is just constantly rotate on her as Crash.
Crash goes in on the Elise. Elise now trying to retreat. The ultimate coming off onto the side. They're trying to find the fight. They've jumped back into the laser, but they're getting knocked out. Crash still alive. The GP looking to come through. Celebrity. No, ultimate. Oh, uses his Zonius to cancel it out. HKA gonna break the top lane tier 2. Crash will walk away with his life.
Way deep right there. HKA are able to win the fight, get the kills, and also the towers on top. Ace in the hole. Well played.
Good luck. That's a 10k goal lead, a double Infernal, 7 kills. I'm gonna ask you to tell me a story here. Now,
okay.
I'm gonna hold that thought because they're sieging. You're gonna tell me a story in a little bit.
Whoa.
Gangplank ult comes down. Lux ult to just try to clear the way. They're just gonna break the base up, but they're just gonna walk right in. Crash. Jumping into the face of the enemy. Meanwhile, Artifact trying to solo out 3Z. This could be the difference maker, but he's getting lower and lower. This is not a favorable fight. Artifact now running for his life, but that's a shutdown. Big outplay. Artifact was able to kill the... Already kicked off the flash forward. Elise goes up, has really no way out though. Comes down in the middle of the team. That is definitely not what they wanted. Baron is now respawned. Jungler is now dead. That's
This
gonna be
team was embarrassed, honestly, not to be able to make it out of the play-in stage to set themselves up for the best possible success by finishing first. Now with the Baron, with an inhibitor already. The wall here, trying to land a cocoon or a binding. This is the one.
Then just taking out. Can they just get the GA to start this off? Has been knocked out, but they've already used the ult in exchange. Rakan buying so much time for the rest of his team to just continue forward, and it's going to turn against them. Crash is still alive, but he's in the base. That's not what they wanted, but he gets one back. Still getting a 1-for-1 when all those resources are burned. In the midst of the team, Lysandra comes out. Celebrity in trouble. Now flashes out to safety. Artifact doing what he can to buy more time. Artifact, can he be the difference maker? He's invisible for right now. He dashes through, but it's not enough. 3Z will grab the kill. Baron buff now pushing in. HKA should just end the game.
Hong Kong Attitude have everything they need to close. Only 2 members defending. Mission's gonna recall and look for the teleport on in to make that first minion immune to damage. They're looking for the end right here, Dracos. It all comes down to this push.
Venus caught out and taken down. Celebrity versus the world. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Setting their sights on him instead. Unified sets his eyes on the prize. The TP's now coming in, and the 3rd seed from the LMS will take down the 2nd seed for the VCS to secure first or in this group. To the Camille for Robo. Of course, a pick he seemed relatively comfortable on in the early game. Doesn't necessarily have the same kill threat coming in from Armut there on CeeLo Blanc covering. Really one of the only strong points for the team. Robo will go in here on Armut. Armut very cleverly just waiting for the shield to run out. Robo now going to be in trouble, forced to ult back into the GP cannon barrage. First blood for Armut.
Here comes Shrimp.
Shrimp going to trade one back, instantly cuts him down.
This is what we're talking about, having the knock to land a Q.
Going out, hook does connect. BRTT can go in on the Rakan. It's going to fire the arrow. Can he actually finish this kill off, though? Because Thresh is now in trouble. The heal has gone down. Pilot now running forward. That's going to be one. BRTT could be in trouble. The pullback hasn't even been used, but the Nocturne ult comes back to dissuade any aggression, and it's going to mean Armut's death on the top side of the map. A 1-for-1 overall.
Trade.
Twisted Fate.
Oh!
Now coming in, the gold card. Is it going to connect? Robo needs to get out. Hookshot wall dive. Not available. He's going to get taken down. The kick into the wall just to seal the deal. Seal. A lot of potential burst damage. They are just going to be able to secure this one. Shrimp's overstaying is welcome, and now the knockup's going to come through. LeBlanc not going to be able to make it out of this one. Goku goes in. The flash goes in as well. Shrimp now in trouble. The GP cannon barrage zoning him away. Kick goes onto the clone. Well placed by Goku. Now going to back off. A royal.
What Lucy does, there's not too much you can do to keep this tower alive, even though the rest of Flamengo is trying to rotate on up here. This tower is definitely lost.
Lucy, I think baiting, hoping to get something done, but the pings are coming out.
I think that's just the wrong read from Flamengo. Party. Shrimp can maybe steal away a blue buff, and now he's only just looking for the dive. Goku can teleport in if they wanted to make a play, but Armut is safe up here. He can clear away the way.
Nothing in the exchange.
Now watch, Sale did have the Destiny available, so if there was an oversale,
They can find him. Lucy now stepping forward, trying to fish for the hook. Is going to connect onto closer. Maybe that's going to be enough. They're trying to get this one kicked off. The arrow goes in. The TF is on the way in, but he's in the midst of the entire team. The paranoia comes out. They're buying time. They're pulling back. Lucy not going to get hit by the sonic wave. They're not able to get anything out of this exchange. The gold card connects, the hook connects as well, and now Lucy has to flash to safety. Closer goes in, and he gets knocked out on the opposite side. LeBlanc has to run for the hills. Goku gonna get taken down. They move in. He's dead as well. Massive away. Pulling the feathers back, trying to clear as much space. Tolerant. We're just stepping forward. Has to be very careful though. Next wave should break this tower. Seal taking a tower shot. Not ideal, but they're gonna grab that tower. Continue to extend. Top side though, we see a bit of a trade here. Robo trying to win the fight. Maybe he can get something done. Tower there to block, and they'll have to be very confident to go for this one. Barrel stacked, rest of the team on the way in.
Shrimp does not have paranoia, but he's trying to get here. Armut should be able to escape. Again, this is where we need to see Flamengo make it happen.
Hook. Oh. Predicted the sidestep, won't happen in the end. Now stepping in, though, should just get taken down by Shrimp. Shrimp missing an auto onto the minion there, but won't matter in the
They sent Shrimp. They stuck him around in the top lane. They're going to try and trade that tower for this mid lane one, which in terms of overall gold is going to be good for Flamengo. They'll take all the gold they can get at the moment, but the pressure they lose might end up costing them that bot lane one too.
The trick, seal.
Well, it's weird because Shrimp still hasn't left top lane. He stayed for another wave, so here comes the dive!
Engage, stun card goes in, the arrow's coming in as well. Maybe they can mitigate something. Galeason goes to the backside, but he's already been locked up. He can't find the kick. He does get it in the end. Closer, now trying desperately to escape, but he's not taking the tower angle. Seal's doing it for him. It looks like he is going to be able to make it out within an inch of his life, and another clean dive comes in from Royal.
Royal get away with absolutely everything, and Shrimp finally shows up to the fight. They can try and clear the waves. We'll be able to hold onto this tower, maybe not.
Still going for more. Stepping forward.
Operation attack side lane for Shrimp is even more hard because, of course, oh no.
Gold card hits. Confirms. Goes in. Goku gonna try to flash backwards. Now the snare lacks under the tower. Closer gonna be in trouble, but still taken out.
He got him!
Are gonna get it. I can't believe Royal got away with that.
Just barely, and Seal goes in!
Goes in. One more gold card. Now the support is gone as well. Royal absolutely dominating on the top side of the map.
Royal are running over Flamengo, and it's through decisive shot calling and finding these fights. They knock down 2 members, but not willing to start it up just yet. Here goes the pick.
Huntermoon exposed, potentially the weak point of the map. Can they get anything done? But he's doing so much damage. He goes golden. Shrimp tries to buy more time. Armut's still alive. They're coming in. They're finding the kills closer. They turn it back. 5 dead in the end. Royal losing. 4 members taken down. BRTT, the only one left standing. This Baron, no chance to contest it. Trying to hide in the darkness, look for a pick. It is desperation times for Flamengo.
Pilot steps up aggressively. Now Royal can really split up for 3 lanes. Here we go.
Knocker going in on the Twisted Fate. Should be able to find this kill. Spell Shield's a little bit early, but it's not going to matter too much. Gold card comes in, will not account for much. The rest of the team now trying to collapse. Robo has to be careful, has to pull back. Goes gold, tries a bit more time. GPL comes in, now it's Tech Ultimatum, now trying to leave as well, getting out. Robo will be able to escape. The rest of the team now coming in, almost teleporting in on the GP though, uncontested currently on the top side. The TP coming in, trying to make sure that they can break open the base. 1 inhib tower will now fall. GP looking for a second. Goku can just find the snare. GP buying a bit more time with the stopwatch. The retreat now comes out. They burned a lot of the engage tool. Lucy now running away, but the gold card does connect, and that means Lucy goes down. Pilot now unstoppable. Royal pushing into the base. 4 members left standing for the side of Flamengo.
Royal know all the spells are down for Flamengo for now. Just a few more seconds before they return. Royal with just 30 seconds left on Baron. They've got 2 inhibitors now. Minion waves being cleared out, but they don't look like they want to go away.
Pushing in for a bit more. Are they going to play it a little more slow? They got 2 inhibitors. They could back off. They could look to play for the next Baron.
They want to win.
And they're stepping in. Pilot trying to clear this one out. Alti comes in. Have to be careful. Goku ready to go in. They're taking their time, waiting for Shrimp to reactivate here. Where is Shrimp going to go? Shrimp is not reactivated.
Goku dodged.
Use it. They're just trying to clear the wave. Instead, they're just focusing on extending this game as much as they can.
So close there from Goku, dodging away from the quickness. Double time there with the distortion. Now Seal, does he look for the play? Does he go for the port on in here?
Minion wave is here. Baron just fell away, but they have a super to play around.
It's going bot lane. They want 3 inhibs now. They wait for the minion wave to be there, and now they're on the towers, and Flamengo can't do anything.
Coming in. Hook will not connect. Goku needs to retreat. A lot of damage. Robo now going in anyway. Needs to get out of there. The knockup does manage to connect. Robo now in trouble. I don't think he can get out of this one. That's going to be it. The retreat now coming out. Too little, too late. Closer steps forward. BRTT goes down. And Royal, from start to finish, dominate in the tiebreaker. They will take down Flamengo. They will shut down the CB Law, and the TCL will move on to the bracket stage of the play-ins 2019 World Championship.
Very much for joining us. To find out what the play-ins knockout matches will be, Soaz, please draw the first team. And the first team drawn is HKA. Please draw the next team. As we have had a ball open up, we will stop down And a league ops official will step on stage. Paul, you do not need to worry. We will reset the balls to ensure that we have a valid draw. Thank you very much. Once we have reset the teams, we'll give them a good mix-up and continue with the draw. All right. Please do the honors of drawing the next team. And it is Clutch Gaming. Please draw the next team, Soaz. The third team is Damn One Gaming. Please draw the final first seed on the play-ins group stage. And of course, it is Splice. Now, as a reminder, we will draw the second seeded teams into the matchup bracket as long as it is not against the same team from the same group. Hussein, please draw the first team. The team drawn is Isurus Gaming. And the matchup is HKA versus Isurus Gaming. Please draw the next team. The team drawn is Royal Youth. The matchup is Clutch Gaming versus Royal Youth. Please draw the next team. Low Key Esports has been drawn. Damn One Gaming will take on Low Key Esports. Please draw the final team. The Unicorns of Love have been drawn, and they will face Splice in the knockout round. This concludes the play-ins knockout group draw. All 4 matches will be best of 5 and will be played over the course of Monday and Tuesday. The winners will advance to the 2019 World Group Stage.